Yo, yo, yo. So, I think I'm gonna try to like stream Echo for about an hour, probably snippets of an hour. I don't know. Should probably name this part one, but whatever, it's fine. If you don't know what Echo is, it is like a stealth horror shooter. Um, but like the enemies have this unique ability to learn. um, it's a game I think that was designed before its time, and I think for some people, the game is a little slow. I already had an idea that this game was going to be a little bit slow when it came to its cutscenes and its pacing because it wants to build up tension and paranoia. Because I think there's only like three characters in the game. There's you, there is an AI that you talk to, and the enemies. And the enemies are just copies of you, literal, like they're identical clones of you walking around. That's it, from what I know. And it's kind of like a puzzle game in the fact that you have to figure out how to navigate around them while figuring out the story. Um, so I played this game maybe about like 2, 3 years ago, I think. When I first got my hands on it, the company that made this game unfortunately got shut down. This game did not get the advertising it needed because nobody knew it fucking existed, and the game just did not do well, and it did so poorly that the company unfortunately had to shut down. So I don't know how many games they made. I don't even know if this is the one title that they've made, but yeah, this is what you're seeing right now. Her eye staring at you. This is actually the main menu. Um, so you have to move the analog stick, and then eventually you can see her eye turn around and look at stuff. So I played this game for about an hour. No, I didn't. I played this for like 2 hours, I think. Um, and I got to the point where the enemies. I'll say this. Something that has to do with water. I got to that point, and then I stopped playing with the intention to come back, and never did because I started playing some other stuff, and I zoned out. I think it was probably playing Warframe or some shit like that. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try to play through this game. I don't really know what's inside the game completely story wise. Let's check my settings. Normal. I actually came back to this because I saw somebody's video. I don't want to be like super harsh against them. It was some dude who was like, "I'm not impressed by this game" or whatever. I think his video is literally like Echo, "I'm not impressed" or some shit like that. And he barely got the enemies even functioning before he bailed. Now, normally I would be like, "That's a little extreme." Whatever, you didn't get anywhere in the fucking game, but it took him about an hour to get even that far, and then he kind of like he was just like, I'm not feeling this game. I don't want to keep acting like I'm loving it, so I'm bailing. So I was like, man, I went farther than that inside of my own game, and I was enjoying what was there. It was just an odd game, especially when you think about how the game functions. And you'll see what I'm talking about later on. um, Sorry, I'm talking a whole lot. I just want to get this off my chest in this part before I start playing, and we have to listen to cutscenes because the voice acting is absolutely stellar. It's a phenomenal. It's an extremely impressive game for what they designed. I think there's a few modern design aspects that could definitely fix parts of the game that I think the game could utilize. But overall, it for what it is during the time that it was made, it's a fucking remarkable game. I think this game came out 8 years ago. Um, and yeah, if you like the game, I would say buy it on PlayStation because I think it's only downloadable. I don't think there's a hard copy of this title, unfortunately. If there is a hard copy of this title, I'm 100% going to buy it at some point. But for now, it is what it is. I saw that guy's video and I was just like, dude, come on, man, really? You're missing out on something so fucking cool and interesting that no other game does at all. and I think you should really like give it a good fair shake. But he gave up on it, and that was 8 years ago. So whatever. If he gave up on it 8 years ago, he ain't gonna come back to it now. Probably. Who knows? And the only reason I sort of agree with him is there are certain personal gripes towards game designs that I have where I'm just like, if this game is supposed to be doing one thing, I completely disagree with playing with it off of a certain principle. My personal principle is third person controls versus first person controls. Um, I can explain that better once I get in game, but we'll just go ahead and get started because I've talked way too fucking much. I'm sure I'm boring you now, so let's get into it, and I'll explain more as we go.
All our songs were about it. A magical place of life without end. A palace of untold wonders. But only for the worthy. So our lives were desperately dedicated to qualify. Pinpoint perspective on the great reward. Only I never wanted to go. Those words alone could mean death. So when I ran, I knew it meant never stopping to catch my breath. If I wanted to live. And so it was. Yet here I am. The place I spent my whole life escaping. I feel like shit.
Of course you do. Your wound has healed. The pain is from the stasis and will pass within a week. The nausea will linger, probably intensify when you start to realize that more than 100 years have passed. Everything you knew is gone. This is not another one of your running away from home excursions. Your grandfather won't send someone to pick you up this time. That's all gone now.
So you decided not to like me. But you've had a century to plan what to say, and that's it? How about you screwed up the best deal we ever had, or you come waltzing in here giving orders, or even Foster died because of you, you stupid bitch. I don't like me much either. But I can fix this. I can bring him back.
Let's adjust some settings really quick. Should turn on subtitles.
I don't know how you hope to achieve that, little miss, but I suggest you start your efforts by laying back down.
Okay, so audio, video, subtitles on. Let's leave all this stuff up. I'm gonna leave the master, obviously leave the master volume up. Music, oh, Jesus Christ, that's sensitive. Good Lord. All right, let's put that down just a little bit.
It's basically had a long time to mull things.
Keep those up. Sound effects just slightly lower. Good Lord, that is way too sensitive. You barely tap left on the D-pad and the shit goes fucking. It moves. I had no idea that did like that. All right, cool. Unlocks. I'm not even gonna look at that because it might spoil some shit. Um, HUD spear, blood on. Tag quick. Tag quick aim. I don't know what that means. Um, Oh, I shouldn't have fucked with that. Oh, good lord. Oh, good lord. Get back in the middle, please. Oh my god, it's so sensitive. Okay. Whew. Holy shit. Lucky me. All right. And resume.
Loss of motor skills is common even for experienced long haulers, which I suspect you are not.
I suppose you had a long time to mull things over. Nothing I can say will change your mind.
No, the game's camera doesn't sit like this. This is just her woozy. So here's a micro gripe that I have for me when it comes to third person games. Because I mentioned that earlier about third person versus first person. You see, if I turn my camera angle, she'll eventually turn with the camera. I don't like this. If I'm in third person, I should be able to have my character in view at all times. I should be able to turn the camera around to the point where my head turns and whatnot. And then once it turns so far, since her head can't turn any far, she pretty much just probably rests her head straight forward so I can actually get a good look at my character. I personally hate this design. I don't like this design. It's like halfway third person, if that makes any sense. What I mean by halfway in particular, I'm sorry, I'm going to take this moment to talk before they end up talking more. Like, for example, if I play a third-person shooter where if the camera stays locked behind me, like if I'm doing this the entire time, this isn't third person. This isn't a third-person shooter. This is a third-person view with first-person controls. I don't like this type of thing where a game forces me to be that way. Thankfully, this game doesn't do that. I can still like walk like sort of this way and shit like that. Like it'll make more sense once she's not groggy anymore. But for example, like Warframe is a full-blown third-person shooter where if I move the camera angle, I can change my character that way. If I lean back with the analog stick and start walking, my character doesn't walk backwards. They turn towards the camera and move. They have full 360 motion. And I personally feel that's how most third-person shooters should essentially play. That's just my personal gripe. Not all of them have to work that way. I'm sure all of them will work. I'm sure people pick a certain way for a game to work. Like I think in this game it functions well. I just really like seeing my model. I like being able to see the details on the model. And if I can't see the front of the model, that just kind of personally pisses me the fuck off. So in this game, I'm kind of pissed at this game because I can't get a good look at my model because she keeps turning around and it's annoying.
So where is he?
He? Oh, you mean the cube? Yes, I had a very good look at that while you were asleep. I think you're in for a disappointment. Nothing suggests any sentience. No interface to access the thing, nor any reason to do so. There's nothing in there. It's just a pretty cube.
If we knew how to operate it, we wouldn't have had to come here. This is how I see it. You don't answer to my orders, and yet you took us this far, so clearly I'm not the only one hoping that I can achieve something. I can work with that.
Not hope. Respect. For Foster. God knows why, but he wanted me here. The stupid lighter proves it. I suspect staying wasn't even an option, considering how you stumbled on board covered in blood, demanding departure a week ahead of schedule.
Yeah. Respect, then. That'll work, too.
The game is legitimately beautiful with how they designed it. God, that sounded so fucking good on my system. That door opening. It's such a shame that these devs designed such a gorgeous fucking game. Put so much work into it. Got these people doing music and everything like that, and it ultimately went nowhere. and then people who play it don't stick with it long enough. Like I said, that the video, the fact that this guy only got this far in the game and he was just like, I'm done. I get it. I kind of get it. I kind of get it, right? Because I have that same mentality to a certain degree, like I was talking about for third person versus first person controls in third person shooters. Like, I played the shit out of Warframe. I've played the shit out of Helldivers, all legitimately third person games. Helldivers works a little differently, where Helldivers works more like this game does with it when you move around until you start running. Once you start running, it's purely third person view, and you can run in any direction, and you can turn the camera any direction. But when you're stationary, it's a little more stiff, I guess you could say. Um, I guess that's is that the planet? I didn't realize. I don't know why I thought the place was like a giant fucking cube. I wasn't paying attention to that the first time I played. I did pay attention. I saw the planet, but I didn't for some reason in my head it didn't register. Oh, that's the planet. That's where I'm going to. Anyway, yeah, I took her. She had to go into cryostasis and be here be on this thing for 100 years to get to this fucking planet because it's so fucking far away and hidden in space. It's crazy to think about. But anyway, like a buddy of mine tried to get me to play First Descendant, and I was like, nah, First Descendant has first person controls in a third person shooter. And he was like, no, it doesn't. I'm like, it literally does. Like when I showed him a video too, it was like when you run forward in First Descendant, if I'm sprinting, I can sprint forward and then I can sprint at 45 degrees. If I get past that 45 degrees and try to go left or backwards, my character stops sprinting and does this little like jog shit. And it irritates the fuck out of me because that's first person shooter controls in a third person shooter. But the game wants to be a third person shooter, but it doesn't play like a straight up third person shooter. It just plays as a third person visual with first person controls, and that irritates the living shit out of me. And then I just don't want to play a video game because of that. So in that regard, this is my excuses of why I understand why this guy stopped playing this game, even though he didn't get far into it because it's too slow. The pacing's too slow for him. Again, in my defense, I already know the game's going to be slow pacing, which I'm making it longer by talking about this, but whatever. It's slow pacing because this game's more along the lines of like playing a Space Odyssey as a video game instead of a movie. So it's a very slow paced storyline that has a strong build up overall. So in that regard, I get it, but I also disagree with the fact that he cut it off so early.
I need a suit.
See, my stupid ass didn't even pay attention to that. I didn't realize she came from that giant. Oh, let me shut
I
up.
don't know that we can even trust what we see. This whole planet eluded detection until about a week ago. No visual cues, no gravitational pull, nothing. Even with the exact coordinates, I nearly missed it.
We're looking for a palace.
Why am I not surprised?
Give it a rest, will you? Can you see any structures on the planet?
You're looking at it. It's all one big structure, planet-wide. No palace, though. I'm guessing it's some corporate state's illegitimate mining project from the pre-requisition rush. That would explain the heavy clouding measures. The planet is most likely depleted of all resources. An empty shell. Hope the old man didn't pay too much for the coordinates.
You have no idea. Just get me down there. I'll go see for myself.
What an extraordinarily odd ship. I wonder what the excuse is for why it's designed that way. Make sure that it can function in a multitude of different planets, I guess. Different atmospheres and shit like that. Anyway, yeah, my stupid ass thought that she was on this fucking ship this entire time. I didn't pay attention. She came from a whole fucking station that she flew over here.
You should get off the surface too.
What a strange place. It's impressive, really.
I'm enabling the suit's assist mode to compensate for your inexperience.
Yeah, see, like, here is exactly what I'd like. First off, I actually really like the way this suit's designed. And I want to see the design details, but I can't. Because, like, the character is this... let me just turn the camera so I can see the front of the character. I even want to see, like, the front of the like, sure, there's nothing crazy going on in the mask. It just has this, like, golden design to the helmet. But I want to see that in detail. But she keeps fucking darting around. So, I hate that. God, I hate that in all video games. I don't care what fucking game I'm playing. I really, really hate that design. Like, let third person be third person, which means I can manipulate the camera around my character's body. Let me manipulate the camera. Let my character run in like 160-degree angles or whatever. 180 degrees. I don't fucking know. Whatever. I'm stupid. I'm just being dumb right now. Anyway, cool gun. Oh, one of the things I heard this dude bitching about inside of the video was he was like, "I wish the gun used actual bullets, man. Why you want to use this gun uses energy?" And I'm like, dude, where the fuck are you gonna get bullets at? Like, okay, sure, the developers can make an excuse because, like for example, you play Resident Evil, you shoot an enemy, they die, they drop ammunition. That doesn't make any fucking sense. They aren't using guns. So, like, how does that whole thing work? Oh, I just realized that there's reinforcements on the actual suit itself. That makes sense. That's fucking dope. Okay, anyway, that'll make sense of what I was talking about later on. But like, sure, you can make an excuse like that inside of the game to where, like, the enemies drop bullets, but, like, I think making games and your story makes sense for the environment you're in is better, right? Like, in this place, this place isn't designed for war, right? That's not what it's made for. So, like, what? Oh, okay. Circle, because circle.
It must be some sort of release mechanism. Did you hear that? It's definitely doing something.
You know what I should do is call myself the bitchy gamer. Start more functioning like fucking DSP's goofy ass does. Just sit here and complain about shit. If you didn't hear earlier, because my stupid ass started talking, he said this isn't ice. Whatever this place is, it's not a cold planet. It just looks cold.
Look, there's an opening down there. It's too far to jump, though.
The suit will soften your landing if charged sufficiently.
And if not?
It will stop you from leaping. The suit reads your intentions from your synaptic activity and receives commands from your voice or eye movements. A bit archaic, but Foster trusted that suit with his life.
Cutting edge doesn't go well with space travel. The journey here alone with the suit and empty.
It's not the suit's performance that worries me.
Suit energy. I remember this. So yeah, there's this little arrow that's on the, you can see on my screen on the little circle around my body. There's those two fucking arrows, and basically every time I use up an ability or use enough of a certain arrow to get down to a certain spot, it takes away a bit of energy, then it recharges over time. Everything in this game has, like, so like right now they'll take that whole, or like the middle of the triangle, I think. Yeah, so it took out a tiny percentage because it's a small fall. I think if the fall is really short, like if I'm just jumping or bounding over something, it doesn't take any energy. But like a fall like that, there was like, oh, okay, well, there's a chance I could injure myself, so it needs to like use a tiny bit of energy to prevent me from getting hurt. Am I going the right way? Yes, I am.
It's falling apart. It all looks strangely warped. I wonder how long it's been here.
A composite like that
Jesus.
should last forever, but it all looks ready to crumble.
It must be ancient.
I am, like, curious what the temperature of this place is supposed to be. Considering, like I said, it's not ice here, but there's a bunch of wind passing through. So, like, is this warmth?
This place was made for humans. It's not just a machine mine.
Most digs have a basic infrastructure if human presence should be needed. Probably also rudimentary living quarters. Doesn't mean anyone was ever here, though.
Grants believe the place to be untouched by humans. A palace built by long-lost technology, patiently awaiting its first human inhabitants. And you figure this is no more than a bootleg mining operation. Would you appreciate the contrast?
I generally lean towards plausible explanations. Your grandfather, well, everything he believed in, he made up himself.
I don't know about that. He had the coordinates right.
Look around you. This obviously isn't a palace.
Your man might have gotten some aesthetic details wrong, but he wasn't the kind of person who'd risk everything without some kind of proof.
I really wouldn't get my hopes up.
How do I turn down the volume on the commentary track?
You are overconfident. Immature people often are. You should be taking notes every time I open my mouth.
Yeah, the banter between them is quite interesting. I think this fucking AI hates me. Oh yeah, by the way, if you haven't clued in, the character I'm talking to, London, is an AI. So it's just her AI and her by herself. I did watch some dude's video that sort of explained a little bit about London. Not too much, thankfully, because it's what got me to buy the game in the first fucking place was this guy's video where he was like, this game's a masterpiece and it's a damn shame it didn't do well. And London is quite an interesting character as the game unfolds. But I definitely get some strong feelings that he just does not fucking like the shit you did. He hates you. I also kind of like his name. I don't know why I like the fact that he's an AI called London.
Slippery. What exactly are these structures then? Have you seen others like them since you're such an expert?
I've had my fair share of hauls based on wild speculation. It doesn't matter if it comes from desperate need or delusions of grandeur. There's never anything there but bitter disappointment.
Was this with Foster?
Before Foster.
I got the feeling you two have been together for ages.
I've been crisscrossing the spur for 1,000 years. Foster was with me for a century and a half.
Yeah, London really, really likes Foster, it seems. And something about me, he is just really crossed with. Again, I think it's probably like since it's an AI, it's probably a perspective based off of logic. Oh, the helmet turned off, or at least the shielding turned off. I'm assuming the shielding is because of the reflection. So now I'm in an area that's dark enough to where it won't bother me. I do like the fact that they give you the excuses of why. Like, most games are just like, oh, your character's slow and dumpy because they're slow and dumpy. Her character is like, she got injured. She's out of stasis. She's been in stasis for 100 years, so her body's all fucked up still, and she can't quite function yet because they said, like London said, it's going to take weeks to get back to normal. Oh my god. Yeah, oh my god, Lord. If she's not going to say anything about it, that shit would have scared the fuck out of me. Still unstable right here.
For a century and a half, you hardly knew him at all. I mean, we've been traveling together for a century, and we only just met.
100-year haul is quite the extreme. Foster's longest was 16. I knew him plenty.
He trusted you, and said that I could too, that you would help me.
Foster didn't leave me much choice.
You don't mess up a job for your grandfather and then team up with the person you were sent out to get in the first place.
You could have just handed me back.
You really are naive.
I think you're doing this because you believe there's a chance to get your friend back.
You're so caught up in your homemade religion that you're oblivious to common sense. I warned Foster about you resourcefuls. Best not to deal with your kind.
Why did you then? Get involved, I mean.
Foster disagreed. And gold makes for a powerful argument.
Resourcefuls. Yeah, it sounds like it's a logic thing with him. I'm assuming he's calling her resourceful because she just gets shit because she's a fucking human. My guess, based off of the conversation that they've been having, and the little bit that I've heard later on, from what I remember, I think he doesn't like her because it's a disagreement in logic. She's a human being and can process information in a unique way that he can't, I'm assuming. So therefore he just hates dealing with people like that because he's kind of like Spock, where he's just aggressively logical or some shit like that, where like, no, it only makes sense for this to happen, and her character can be like, nah, it's most likely this. And I'm assuming it's going to be a back and forth of them both being right every so often.
There must be a way inside.
Oh my god, camera.
It looks like some kind of landing bay.
It looks like nothing of the sort.
You know, you're nothing like I expected from a friend of Foster's. Such an odd team.
An old rescue vessel from the Requisition and a man without a past. None of our marks knew what hit them. And then we were gone. The stuff we pulled off. You wouldn't believe it.
I believe it. I was one of your jobs.
A thieving rich kid with a gambling problem hardly qualifies. I got the brief. Not much of an extraction, really. No one giving a shit about you where you dug down. Only challenge Foster could see was that your grandfather wanted you to willingly hand back whatever it was you stole from him.
You're wrong about everything. Even Foster.
I seriously doubt that I am. He was good, Foster. Always had his eye on the ball. You may think you knew him, that he felt sorry for you, but he would never let that happen. I don't know what went wrong that night, why Foster died, but I'm sure you don't understand much of it either.
Sorry, I didn't mean to threaten your romance.
Cute.
Yeah, see, like shit like that. She knows him from her. Foster sounds like he's like this mixture of predictable, understandable logic, which made him unique at whatever job he did with this AI, which was why they got along. But he also, I'm assuming, was very human and sweet and kind to her in that regard, which made it so that she understood him in a different way. And I think the AI doesn't understand how complex humans truly are in this regard, because he's an AI, so he's thinking with a purely logical perspective. Again, this is why I hate these damn... Let me see her from the front.
Finally, something. It's stuck. I need some force. Does the gun pack any punch? Wow, I like it.
I'm taking the gun offline to preserve energy.
You know, considering I just blew that thing away and it looked like it had some, like, buildup on it, like... Whatever the stuff is, they said it's not ice, but it certainly does seem to function like ice. Again, I don't even know if it's cold or not. They haven't said anything about it. Then again, she's wearing some type of advanced space-like suit, so maybe she doesn't feel the cold at all, if there is any. Oh yeah, this is the inside of the fucking...
I'll be damned. Are you getting all this?
I'm with you.
Yeah, I think she like proves him wrong about certain
You're
things.
right. It all looks completely untouched.
But that makes sense. Like 1 second you're right, 1 second I'm right, 1 second you're right, 1 second I'm that whole thing, and then eventually achieve balance. Is that the way I want to go? I think so. I think it's the only way I can go. I think everything else is just like locked off. Yeah, it's these like golden. Yeah, you can't do anything with those.
You were right about the palace. What's the plan now?
We get Foster back, and then we leave.
I was hoping for something more specific.
I suppose we're looking for some sort of apparatus like the one Gramps had.
Would that be the Soul Sucker?
I'll know it when I see it.
Even if you did find the thing, this place is dead. What mythic technology might be here is now useless.
We just need to power her up. Tell her that we're here. I can feel this is going to work out just fine.
Hello? Anyone home?
I'm moving down. There must be some sort of power below the halls.
God, what an absolutely gorgeous design. If only the budget went to actually like advertising this game. Nobody knew it existed. So much work to just be lost because advertising wasn't there. I never saw a single advertisement for this game ever since its inception. I had no clue this fucking game existed, and I came across it because some dude, there's this guy I follow who plays Warframe, and then the only thing he talked about was Warframe, and he had one video about this game, and I was like, what is Echo? So I watched his video. His video was like 40 minutes or something like that, I think, and he talked about it so beautifully. I was just like, Jesus fucking Christ, I gotta try this game. Oh yeah, I don't think this is an actual reflection. I don't think this. I think that what this is just it's a copy of the world, the world, and it's just running both simultaneously to make it seem like it's a reflection. Yeah, this is a. Still, it looks cool. It gives the illusion off very well, like a very perfect reflection. I'm sure they had to add these little like this little bit of dirtiness to it to make sure you knew you were looking at a mirror, not like like a copy of yourself. That's probably why that's there. You'd be like, oh, this place is supposed to be pristine and untouched, but for some reason it's a little dirty in the corners. What the fuck? But people are stupid, and they'll think that it's just like, oh, that's just a copy of me.
They look like the stone faces at the gates between the garden terraces. Maybe it's a door of some sort. We called them gatekeepers. They were supposed to make us ponder if we were worthy to pass.
You're not getting through without power, and this place is dead.
I don't think I need to go up there. That's right. You took the gun offline. I hit L2 so I can like get a better look down the hallway with the gun. And that's what I was talking about earlier on the suit. Because even the back of her arms have like these like if I turn the camera, well, whatever.
It's a
I'll
voice.
wait till later.
It looks like a tuning fork.
Yes, obviously. The resourcefuls call them voices. Strike them and let the true tone interfere to find clarity and enlightenment.
Ah, of course.
What does that mean?
The suit detects a pattern to the sound, and the decryption is kicking in.
Yeah, I think this place had like a religious value to her people or something, some shit like that.
I bet that's an activation mechanism for the door.
This is meaningless. Foster is dead. Some things just cannot be undone. Think about it. If you could capture the souls of the dead in a cube, and then bring the person back to life, surely it would be a huge industry.
It's not like that. I know for a fact that he's in there.
I have wondered how you came to believe that, but I doubt that I'll agree with your reasoning. You resourcefuls are too far removed from reality to make sense. You've seen nothing but the bought and paid for fairy tale designed by your grandfather.
Well, the reality of my fairy tale upbringing was that it was all about this place. No, even before that, my genes. Graham spent centuries creating his resourcefuls, carefully picking potential from the gene pool. We were created to come here, and this feels very real to me.
That's interesting. So what is a resourceful then? Because it sounds like she was manufactured. Well, not manufactured as in like she was created. What's it called? Like in a fucking lab. What I mean is like they specifically and carefully picked people to, I don't know, breed with.
Now, these I know.
I
We
guess
have
it's
rings
like
exactly
sexual
like them in the
manufacture.
guards.
The suit detects a small gravity charge inside the scepter.
Perhaps it can power the big door. The pedestal looks like the activation mechanism.
Just out of curiosity, what's the higher meaning of keeping scepters displayed inside huge rings made of gold? It does seem a bit much, even if you are filthy rich.
The rings were not for show. They are part of our training.
Oh, and you do what exactly? Step inside and feel wealthy?
Not quite. The rings spin up, and the challenge is to get out in one piece. At first, staying in there is the only sane thing to do. But as the hunger comes, the rhythm of the spinning starts to sink in. At some point, you realize that starving eats away at your chance of making it out. Then the leap. No, wait too long.
Right. You almost had me going there for a while.
Okay, so clearly I went the wrong fucking direction. So he doesn't believe her. I don't. He doesn't believe anything she says so far. He doesn't believe anything she says, and then it turns out to be real.
By the way, I don't know if you noticed that there were no other exits from this pit than the big door. How I hope the scepter will magically make it open.
It will work.
Must be nice always feeling that the world will act in your favor. It doesn't, though. My guess is that you will learn this momentarily.
Now, let's see.
Nothing. What a shock. Looks like you might be joining Foster after all, just not the way you imagined.
I don't get it. What Gramps did to hundreds of resourcefuls for this? I saw it the day I came to you. The subject lies down on a marble surface with a strange silver pattern. And the silver unfolds, pierces the skin, and slithers inside. In about half an hour, it consumes everything. And all that remains is an empty slab of marble and a newly formed cube.
No.
He called it the translation. The flesh and the soul shall enter the palace through separate doors. We said it 1,000 times, never realizing. I didn't catch Foster's soul in a magical cube. He was dying, and I translated him.
You killed him. The fact that your grandfather did unspeakable things doesn't prove he was right? That Foster can come back? That's insane.
It was the only chance we had, and believe me, I'm good at chances. I gamble for a living, remember? That's how I stayed alive all these years after leaving the gardens.
Well, this time it didn't pan out. Look at you now.
You think I'm giving up?
So I gelled my grandfather into a cube. I mean, that makes... I was going to say it makes sense, but I guess it technically makes sense for her. Considering she said that the...
Do you see that? The dim glow.
The activation of the door must have triggered a chemiluminescent. Not uncommon for evacuation purposes.
She said that this flesh has to come through one way and the soul comes in another way, not at the same time. So I'm assuming that's what the whole separation is. You turn yourself into a soul, which is this cube, and then a flesh design brings you in because they can't go in at the same time or some shit like that. So this is my grandpappy on my back. Why it's carried on the back, I don't understand, but yeah, whatever. I don't know which way to go, so I'm going to go this way. Clearly, follow the light.
This place is huge. This hallway alone could easily house all the resourcefuls that ever were.
You finding anything here without coordinates would be a miracle. I compared the quarters you're in now with the overall structure of the planet. The palace is everywhere, all the way to the core. Huge sectors separated by the outside structures you were in.
It's a long-ass fucking fall. Well, so it said it'd stop me if I can't survive it, so... Oh, it wasn't that far. I thought I was going to take my ass all the way down here. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Local increases in energy emission.
Know what it is?
Can't tell. It's not radiation. One of them is close to your location. I'll pin it to your HUD.
So 240 meters.
I've got to give it to him, the old man. This place is spectacular.
Nothing but an infinite palace would suffice for you resourcefuls.
I wish you'd stop calling me a resourceful.
It's what you are.
I had the training, but I never bought into Gramps' vision. I never wanted any of this.
Yet here you are.
I was 6 the first time I ran away. I hiked for weeks to see what was beyond the gardens. When I finally reached the wall, Gramps was there waiting for me. There's nothing out there but people living like animals, fighting to please their immediate needs and desires. They have no ambition, no perspective, Why fight to get the best out of the little time you have on Earth when you could be fighting to have much more? He went on about the wonders of the palace. All I could hear was the blood rushing in my veins. I wanted that. To fight for the here and now. I decided that I would do whatever it took to make that happen. So I went back with him, to follow the training, figuring I'd need it to get away. And I was good. He called me his prize. Before the turn, I ran, just shy of 15. I've been out for 7 years now. Not really what you'd call a running away from home excursion.
Not really, no.
London, you've got to believe me. Foster was a bloody mess and wouldn't have made it out alive. None of us would if I tried to escape with him like that.
He gave you the lighter, so he must have wanted me to take you here. But he would never buy into your grandfather's delusions. It's so far-fetched it almost makes me sick.
So what is special about this lighter? Is this lighter like, is it secretly like some type of key or something like that that gives access to something? Like, why do I get this feeling that Foster is probably lying about some shit? I don't know what, but I just feel like he's probably lying about something.
Is that a throne? Look. This must be it.
I'm gonna try to get to where things are like start happening, and then I'm gonna stop there because I gotta do laundry and shit.
It looks exactly like the thing that made the cube.
Something's not right. I'm picking up a whole load of anomalies.
London? Foster? Foster? Are you doing this?
Ben, I thought I lost you. Massive power surges are blazing through the outside structures. And the gravity clouding nearly tore me apart.
She's waking up.
More like malfunctioning. If those reaction veins cross... Wait, what's that? Something's wrong with your HUD.
I think it's the cube telling me where to go. It happened when I put it on my back.
Unlikely. The suit is hard-coded and all blocks capped to the minimum. No room for adding to or altering the code.
See, that's what I'm talking about. He's so direct. He's like, that can't be happening because it's not designed to do that. And I'm like, well, it did. The fuck do you mean? You're so hard locked in your idea of logic that you're not seeing sense.
With the palace. Maybe it's Foster trying to help.
Foster was many things, but not a systems physicist.
Why are you still denying that we have a chance? Everything around us is a marvel.
Everything around you is critically unstable. I think the whole place is malfunctioning. You should be getting out of there.
Look, I got a new waypoint, and it's a lot closer. Not that way, evidently.
Fucking door got spikes on it. Forgot about that shit for a minute.
Look at that. Did you see that? It charged my suit.
I don't know what sort of holographic phenomenon that was, but it was extremely compatible with the dual retention system of your suit.
Extremely compatible, you say. Maybe that's why Foster was obsessed with this suit in this place, because it was from here, my boy.
For your suit won't be a problem. The outside of the palace sectors burn red hot, but even inside the walls and floors I read a build-up of gravity charge.
Why would anyone need power on a scale like that?
I hope it's not part of the malfunction. Overcharging would be catastrophic.
Always seeing the bright side.
This is bad, N. The palace system's shut down, but it's still charging. The jewel mass is nearing the Dirac child limit.
That felt horrible. I couldn't move.
It was a massive energy discharge. It must have made your suit brace.
The lights have stabilized.
The discharge kicked in system processes planet-wide, but it's producing a lot more energy than needed. Building up charge again.
All the individual lights are on now.
Another discharge.
There's air now. How is that possible?
I don't know. The chemical composition of the environment was altered in the blink of an eye. That must have been what the energy buildup was for.
So I did like some civilization build this or some shit like that.
What the? Flowers? They weren't here before the blackout, right?
No, they were not.
I guess it's part of the welcoming package. What's that?
Step on it. No, I wouldn't even step on it. I don't know. I'm on an alien fucking planet as far as I'm concerned. I have no idea what the fuck I would not touch that shit.
More of them.
Be like fucking Venom, latch onto me, start infecting my suit.
Everything is so neat. Weird how it scatters these chunks all over. What the? This one moves.
Worse, it's alive. The sphere appears when humans or animals are detected in close proximity, but this...
What are they? It can't be Foster, right? I mean, the palace did try to read the cube and then malfunctioned. This can't be the palace attempting to bring him back, right?
No matter the intent, that's not Foster. It's not sentient.
What does that mean? I get color now.
The suit senses a threat. Yellow means that you might be noticed. Red means you're targeted.
Basic video game stuff. Close that up because I don't know when those motherfuckers are going to come together. They should be coming together soon enough, if I remember correctly. Yeah, there they go.
They'll be walking soon. Are you still sure this is a good idea?
Look.
I don't know what's most absurd. The palace populating itself with these grotesque hostiles, or you charging on like you'll be able to survive when they're fully evolved.
I never expected this to be easy.
Yeah, fuck these things, dude.
What is this?
That's you, Hen.
But why would it build copies of me? It jumped.
The red spikes suggest that you won't survive another encounter like that.
I don't get it. Why would the palace copy and then attack the first human to arrive? It makes no sense.
The constant crashing indicates deep corruption. Those creatures must be part of that malfunction.
So if it's malfunctioning, were these things originally supposed to be like friendly towards me or talk? Okay. I wouldn't call it hurt. Like, I don't know why they use hurt in this regard. Like, because I'm not physically hurt, right? For example, she is all fucked up from being in stasis. So like, if these things are physically strong and she's able to just push them off, then her body hasn't recovered enough to, force push or not force push. Stolen words. Forcefully push one off of her again, which then leads her to like lose in that moment. She dies, right? So like, I don't think calling it hurt makes sense. I would have called it like, I don't know, exhausted. You've exhausted yourself too much. If you get grabbed again, it'll like take you down. I don't know. Something about the wording with hurt doesn't seem correct. At least in this regard. Like currently they're just grabbing me, right? So where the fuck am I supposed to go? No. Excuse me, my lady. Okay, so you can't just go pushing them one at a time.
Cell jump. You need more energy.
Yeah, that was a long way down.
Each shot will kill as many as you can line up.
Oh. I remember that much. Yeah, the video I was watching of the dude who was complaining about this game, that was one of the things he was talking about, was using energy instead of having actual bullets. Like, it doesn't... Oh, I forgot about that.
The gun was lethal.
It is.
So, the palace resurrected them.
Who knows what this death trap is capable of? My guess is things will only get worse.
You really need to work on your motivational skills.
Whether it hits your head or your pinky, this thing will kill you. I wonder what kind of energy it uses as the excuse as to why, like, as long as this thing physically touches you when you shoot, you're dead. It would be, that'd make it one hell of a fucking powerful ass pistol in general. Especially considering I can go through multiple enemies. Does that mean there's 3 targets then? Like, so blue is default, meaning you're aiming at nothing. You're not hitting anything dangerous. 1 is supposed to be 1 person, 2 circles, I'm assuming it's 2 people, and 3 is 3. So I'm wondering if the maximum amount of people you can kill is 3 in a row. Aiming at an enemy for 2 seconds will attack the target. The tag will remain as only visible when the target is within 50-meter radius. Quick aim in the direction of the tagged enemy. Snap reticle. Oh, okay. So that's how you lock onto an enemy. Got it. Okay. I think I fucked that up the last time I played this game. I don't remember ever locking onto an actual enemy. We'll try it this time around. Goodies. What's this? Oh, it's tuning fork thingy. Okay, so some of them are going to be off a little bit of the beaten path. Obviously, it's like little hidden things around the map. Can I just run up on them and hold circle? Yes. So she's dead temporarily.
They're everywhere.
Doesn't seem to be snapping towards them. Okay, so it sort of snapped right there. Ah! Get off me, bitch! Pardon me, excuse me. Stay away from my bubble of comfort. What, L1? Oh. Ooh, that was close.
They're getting faster after each blackout. If they swarm you, use the gun's riot function. It's not lethal like the main driver, but it will knock down everyone in close proximity.
Got it.
So it's just like an AoE shot. Just shoot a bubble off of yourself. Knock them all down. Oh. Damn scam calls. Alright, come this way. Come on. And let's get past you. Alright. Pardonnez-moi. No, that's not happening. Am I going... Hold on, wait. Okay, I can't go in there, so... I have to go back down and around. Yeah. Line you all up this way. And skirt on by you. Uh-oh. Push you over. Ah, fuck! I did the wrong thing. Let go of me, bitch! I was trying to line them up. Fucked up the shot. Oh, okay, there it goes. That time it locked on. Holy shit. That I didn't mean to do that. I meant to... My fault, fam. Oh.
What is that?
I have no idea.
That's what I was talking about. It starts... That's where it starts at.
It's creating weird imprints of me. How strange. What's that?
The matter is strengthening your suit's ability to retain energy from your surroundings.
Yeah, I got the ability to do more stuff. More energy.
It's closing fast. You won't make it.
It feels like this damn suit is slowing me down.
You're just out of stasis. It's protecting you.
I don't want that.
If you insist, it'll be painful and your range limited.
Run, girl, run!
What's this now?
It activated a new interface. I wonder what it's monitoring.
It's counting down. But to what?
Alright, there we go. So, that copy you saw earlier, I'm gonna ruin this part. You teach these things to become smarter, so every time they see you do something, they become more efficient and better at doing it. So every time I vault, if I pull out my gun, then they'll pull out their gun. If I'm stealthy, they'll start becoming stealthy. So you want to purposely limit your ability to do stuff so that they stay a little stupid, which makes them, in theory, easier to deal with, but I'm sure will make certain parts more difficult to deal with.
When I've collected enough orbs.
It's starting to scuttle a little faster now. Shit, I don't know if I want to go right that way. Ooh, how close was that? Oh, good lord. Nope, no. I don't want to show them me pushing. Scoot right past you. Ah! Alright, we're good. We're good. I think even showing them that can also, like when they grab you and you push them off, I think that can affect them in some way too, if I remember correctly. And we don't want to open doors either, because then that shows them that they can open doors. Oh shit. I'm gonna push this push. There we go. Alright. I don't know if that... I don't think it got that.
Only one left.
Fuck it. Jump over. Nice. Not too shabby shibby.
Look, it's decrypting the voices.
I think something down there said entity or eternity. It's at the very bottom in the bottom right hand corner.
N, the lift is slowing. You've traveled 55 kilometers. They're not crossing the water.
Yeah, I think you have to teach them to cross the water.
I wonder if it's edible. I'm starving.
Yeah, I'm not going to eat that. Yeah, so here's like... So the first time I played this game, I ran through here and I was very meticulous. This is like the furthest, not the furthest I've gotten to. I think I've got past this area. And I was like, okay, when's the blackout going to happen? So I was like, okay, I don't want to teach them how to get in the water. So when's the blackout going to happen? Because when it's black, when it's dark, that's when you can use all your abilities. Because it's not them seeing you, it's the palace. If the palace sees you do it, then they get the ability. So them seeing you doesn't matter. So I was like, okay, let me let this get darkened out, and then I can like jump in the water and do all the shit. But it never happened. I was like, oh god damn it! So this is one of those things where you have to let them learn this so that they can become more dangerous towards you. I don't remember which way I want to go. Oh, never mind. It fucking tells me. So one of the things I definitely do not want to do is run. If I run, then they'll learn how to run. And then everything goes to hell from there. You don't want these motherfuckers hardcore running. Wait. I think I just taught them how to jog. Shit. Hold on. I want to go back. I'm gonna go back to checkpoint. This game's all checkpoint based, by the way. So like when you're gonna die and reset a lot. So it's not unusual. It's not like Resident Evil where you die and have to redo some shit all over. I think if I just walk, they only know how to walk. Yeah. Oh no, they're already jogging, it looks like. They're already moving around, so I don't think that matters. Yeah, she was already jogging around. Or did I teach them how to run from where I ran earlier? No. They only jog. There we go. So now I can run. Bitch, you don't get the fuck off me. Oh shit, I didn't see her. I did not see her. Yeah, it's a lot of trial and error in the game, so it's not that big of a deal. It's not some game where you're like, oh, I need to go through and just not die ever. Like you're gonna get taken out. It's like Helldivers. Just accept the fact that you're gonna lose at some point. Oh yeah, fuck! I forgot. I keep forgetting these bitches can fucking jog now. Where's the other one at? What just happened? What did it take a screenshot of?
They don't mind the water anymore.
Get off me. Run, bitch, run! Can't let them see me with the blicky. If they get that gun, I am so fucking scared of what kind of shit they'll start doing if they know how to use my goddamn gun later on. I'm sure there's things this game's gonna force you to teach them just to make them more dangerous.
I have a weird feeling that the palace is registering my moves with those icy holographs, then using the information to improve the abilities of those things.
A little far between the dots there, Anne.
I just feel like there's some strange rhythm to it. A warped set of rules.
You are definitely disposed to find meaning where there is none. As you say, it's in your genes.
Yeah, except for she's completely right. Is this it? I don't want to open the door while it's light. I want to wait for a blackout, but I don't know if a blackout's going to happen. I'm gonna give it a second. I'm gonna give it a second to see if it's gonna black out, because if I open that door, then the palace learns how to open doors, and then it'll translate that to them, or is it only when they're around? I'm not sure. It might only be when they're around. Fuck it. We'll open the door if we see a copy of our self-made, then we know we fucked up. Yep. Maybe. We'll see. So if they open those after the blackout, because the blackout is when they learn new abilities. Come on. Thank you. Okay, so we'll see if they walk through doors now. Yeah, they opened the fucking door. I heard the door open. Shit. That's exactly what I was trying to fucking avoid, was them learning how to open doors. Fuck it, this is our life now. Maybe I can show them not to close a door? I have no idea. Oh, shit. Okay, so at least if two of them touch you at the same time, it'll count as one push. What just happened? What did I just do? Come on, come on, come on. All right, let's go. No, bitch, go. Oh, bitch! Can I descend? Oh, I need energy. Needs recharge. There we go. I was only allowed to walk. What the fuck?
They do what I do. They learn from me. I'm certain of it. They can't cross the water, but after I've done it and a blackout has evolved them, they do it without hesitation. And you saw how they were trapped behind the doors, pacing to get to me, and after I opened a few and a blackout, it was second nature to them.
So what is this? What is it? What is it copying right here? I thought it only copies at one time. Oh shit. Okay. What the fuck I need to do? Well, I guess just gotta get past them. I'm not running. For goddamn sure.
These are not crossing the water. So much for your theory.
No, that makes perfect sense. They stopped doing what I stopped doing.
Oh, so they de-learn stuff? If I don't keep crossing the water, so then can I just wait for a blackout to then cross the water? That's why it okay. So that's why it keeps recopying what I do. There's a blackout coming. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes! My god, I cannot see these bitches for shit. The right. Ugh, not that door. All right, so am I going to wait for a blackout again just so I can open these doors without them learning to open it again? Like, how long does it take before it resets? Is it? I'm guessing that if I open this door now, it sees me opening the door, so it records it. It'll reset after the blackout. Then they all have the ability to open the door. Then if I don't open the door again during that time when it resets, they don't have that. So it's not a permanent learn. They just learn based off of how much shit I did in one moment, and then the next time when the blackout comes in, they're even more dangerous in that regard. So I don't need to fear everything that I do all the time. I don't want to have them get certain abilities at certain moments. So that's good. That's good. I thought it was like a permanent, like, oh, I teach them this thing one time, and they know it forever through the entire game. Like, the whole enemy subset just becomes more dangerous to the point where, like, I can't fight them at all. I don't have enough resources. It turns into like Resident Evil 4, but my body sucks. Okay, so we just taught them how to open a door, right? They don't learn this because they don't need to worry about picking up these fucking things, which I think would be really interesting if they did. Like, if you did teach them like, oh, I can pick this up, and then they come up and pick it up themselves, like they see it, they'll start picking them up themselves, and then you have to kill that one to get it out of them. So you'll have to like wait till a blackout and like, fuck, I need that motherfucker dead. Blackout comes, boom, you hit him with the fucking blicky, grab that shit, and then move on.
I'm curious to learn more about that theory of yours. The one where everything makes perfect sense.
Don't you see it? They unlearn as well. It's all tied to the blackout cycles. When the lights are on, the palace keeps track of my actions, registering what I do with those icy ghosts. After some time, it will reboot to update the copies. That's what's causing the blackouts. I get no ghosts when the lights are out. So my guess is that the palace is blind while it's rebooting. When the lights come back on, their abilities match my actions from the previous light cycle. Well, that would explain why they wouldn't cross the water up there. I didn't touch any water in the light cycle before I reached them.
They echo your behavior.
Yes, echoes. That's exactly what they are.
Ah. That's the title of the game. Okay, perfect. These are really pretty fucking chairs, man. This whole fucking game is beautiful. I'm just because I'm learning new shit. I'm like astronomically more fascinated by this game. This is the farthest I've gone. I have no clue what the fuck is beyond any of this right here. Well, not right there. It's like even the area previously when I was like before that, when I was just figuring shit out. Like this is all new.
Another airlock.
They're coming. Hurry, get out.
That involves me. Oh, no, they're right there.
They all stopped.
What are they doing?
Never mind that, just get out.
Did they all just go offline or something? What the fuck was that?
The sphere just turned off. That means the echoes are not coming, right?
You sound like naming them explains everything. To me, the logic of it all only makes the whole thing more absurd. Someone intentionally designed it to be this way.
I expected there'd be some obstacles to getting Foster back.
You were prepared for this? In your training, I mean.
Odds no. Gramps did talk of great challenges and equally great rewards, but I doubt he knew this is what it meant.
You admit he was wrong?
Yes and no. I think he managed to find the words, but not their meaning.
What if his grand skill is to like bring him back and he doesn't actually come back, he just takes this whole fucking place over? Like his ultimate goal is to become like this ultimate being, but he needs me to do it and he's willing to die for it because he has to die no matter what. In that case though, if okay, so I wonder if this game is going off of the same premises that fuck is the name of that game? It's a horror game, first person shooter. Starts with an S. Your character gets a brain scan done. I can't think of the name of it right now. But anyway, inside of that game, your character gets his brain scanned because he was in an accident. I think he was in a car accident, right? And he gets his brain scanned by a doctor who is trying to, in the future, hopefully fix people's issues with their mind, right? Like there's something actively wrong with their mind. So he's like, I want to do this X, Y, and Z type of thing to help these people get cured or whatever type of thing they're having, this ailment. And you do this brain scan, if I remember correctly, over and over again. And then and what it does is it makes a copy, an identical copy of this person's brain eventually. So it creates like an AI version of yourself, but it's a flawless copy of you. So it thinks like you, functions like you, has the same thought, obviously thinks like you, so it's the same thought process, duh. but like it creates a copy of you, and then the original version of you dies. The original version of you is dead no matter what, so therefore you are not that copy. The AI is now your copy, and it's existing without you. It gets to have like technically immortality in that regard, right? But also the AI suffers from the same perspective where if it also then gets copied, and because it needs to go into something else that has a fluid like system, and all the monsters in the game, all these machines have this like black gooey shit inside of them, which makes them function and turn into what they are. And it turns out you died and you got reborn in one of these fucked up machines, but you visually in your own mind look like a human being. Like you can see your arms and limbs and everything like that, but in reality, you're a big clunky robot walking around with a bunch of black goo hanging out of you, or something like that, if I remember correctly. And that black goo that's attached to that one machine is its own brain. So then, as you use these brain scans to jump from one location to another, you're just committing suicide over and over again until you finally get to the last lucky one that gets to be inside of this. You brain scan yourself into this like version of like AI heaven inside of this like this hard drive that gets shot into space, right? So you get to be happy for them, but then you still have to suffer with your own death. And at the end of that, get Soma. It was called Soma. So at the end of that game, massive spoilers, obviously, but get fucked if you're already listening to this point. At the end of the game, you are with this woman, and she's a scientist, and through the whole game, she's just like, God, you're a fucking idiot. Because you have to do this rush to get them out of there. Like you have to scan yourself one last time to put you and her on this hard drive, which you then fire out into space, which gets to travel the cosmos, and they get to live in their own simulated version of heaven. But your character is still stuck there, and he's too fucking stupid to understand you made a copy of yourself. You succeeded in getting into heaven, but you yourself, this version of you, as far as this guy's concerned, is the only version of him, which it's not, now has to stay here and die. And the other girl, her system was very limited. I think they both had a limited amount of time left, but hers was more limited than his was. And they ended up being the last people alive on this station. And she dies yelling at him because he's too fucking stupid to understand what happened. Because he was like, I thought we made it. And she's like, we did. We made it into the cosmos, like our copies of ourselves. And he's like, what do you mean? Like, I don't understand. And she's explained this to him multiple fucking times. And she's like, God, you're a fucking idiot. And then, like, as she's yelling at him, her shit cuts off. She dies. Like, her energy runs out and she instantly dies. In the middle of this conversation, he's just like, shit, don't leave me here alone, not in the dark, like, not by myself. And, of course, there's nothing he can do about it. She's dead. So he has to suffer in hell on this planet, like in space, until he eventually runs out of power and dies, which who knows how long that'll be, while his other self is traveling the cosmos. And then you get to see the other version of themselves and her, and he walks out, and it's this like beautiful place, not as pretty as this game is, but it's this beautiful place that's supposed to be their own like little version of heaven. And he runs into her there, and she's like, "Oh God, we made it! They're both so happy, and they're like, "Cool, we got this. We're good. Yay! Our original selves did it." And which also means his current self in that place is too stupid to understand that, but who gives a fuck? They're both happy now. But her original self dies, which I don't even think that's her original self. I'm sure she's just another version of yeah. Oh, no. If I remember correctly, I think she actually was still alive and human, and something happened where it ran out, and she ran out of time in a spot, and something turned off and it killed her, something like that, I think. And then he's stuck as this machine, and she knows that he's a machine, but he's too fucking stupid to understand what's going on, and she can see him for what he really is. And then as you're going throughout this game, there's a multitude of different machines you run into where you're just like, this stupid robot thinks it's human. And it's because it's suffering from the same issue you have. It knows for a fact it's a normal person. And you have to find like tools. Like I think one of them's injured, and you have the choice to act like it's either a human being, and you have to act like you're healing it, and it like gives you something, or either you could give it its own reality and find tools and actually repair it because it's a machine, but it gets angry at you for bringing tools when it asks you to bring stuff to heal it, like a syringe and stuff like that. But of course, it thinks it's a person and not a machine, so it doesn't realize what you're giving. Anyway, I'm wondering. I went so far. I'm not off topic, but like I'm wondering if this game has the same thing going on, where this dude, the grandfather, is on her back, and it actually manipulated London and her to bring him to this place so that he can get his own form of like heaven or something like that, or he's going to turn this place into some type of um, I don't know. Maybe he's gonna become the soul of this place, bring this place to life or something like that. I don't know. Possess it. I have no fucking clue. Maybe he becomes all of this thing. Maybe he's the first one to ever do this, use this machine in this way, and he probably fucked with her to where he got some type of religious perspective or something like that. I don't know. That's just my guessing. That's my guessing. I'm going just all over the place with my thought process right now. Oh shit, my phone. What is this? Okay, it's an alarm. Um, my thought process is going all over the fucking place with what could be going on in this game. Because like, what if Foster's lying to her, right? What if Foster lied to both of them? What if Foster's telling the actual truth? What if she's actually gonna like replace? I don't know. Oh, it's wild. Let's go.
Words in your teachings about who built this place?
That's the thing. None of us ever knew this place existed. He always gestured at a walled enclosure in the uppermost garden when he talked about the palace. I think we all imagine splendid halls filled with the chosen ones who mastered a self-control so deep it could overcome even death.
So he lied to you.
He just didn't get into the specifics. If we passed the trials all the way to the upper terrace, we would be granted access to the passage. The ones who entered never returned to tell.
The translation?
I know that now. Back then, we all thought the passage meant the final test. The big one this time. The flesh and the soul shall enter the palace through separate doors. Only the strong of mind and body will again reunite as whole. We'd seen resourcefuls break during training. Minds or bodies hurt beyond repair.
I can see why you would all strive for that.
That wasn't the selling point. The challenge and reward stuff was. Being a resourceful is constant competition, always performing to the best of your ability. But for one to win, others must lose.
Wait. Okay. Hold on. Wait. So based off of what she was just saying right now, it sounds like heaven for me. That's what I'm getting out of it. It sounds like she's talking about. Wait. They said something about like the flesh and the body and the soul must pass, right? So then, what if is he trying to come back to life through her and she doesn't get it? Like, is he trying to like if I take this cube and lay in one thing and I lay on the other side, is it going to combine both of us and then he's going to take over my mind or something? I don't know. For some reason, I'm not trusting this cube right now. Like, something about this is telling me to not trust this cube. So I'm kind of like all over the place with how this is functioning based off of what she's talking about. Give me 1 second. I gotta feed my cat because he's not going to leave me alone because my cat is the worst kind of eater. He's a grazer, which means he constantly wants food 24/7. There must always be food sitting there so he can come by, yum, 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 and move off and fuck off for a minute. They come play and do whatever, come back, yum, yum, yum. You know, you can't give him a dedicated time as of when he's going to eat food. He just has to graze constantly. So now he's like, oh, the food. What's funny is there's still food there. I can see it. There's still food on the plate. But he's like, that's not enough food. You need to get me there should be a mound of food. Actually, he seems to be pretty chill right now, so never mind. I'm going to continue on because I'm very fascinated as to where the story is going.
And losing often meant a life ending.
Competition breeds envy. It must have been dangerous for you if you really were as good as you say.
Excellence was valued by everyone. The more formidable your competition, the more fruitful the exercise. In the end, everybody won.
That's quite the social construct, considering the consequences of losing.
That was Gramps' way. He didn't preach. It was pure reasoning. The program made sure all resourcefuls were logically disposed to follow his line of argument to its conclusion. How can you deny perfection?
How could you?
Spontaneity, chaos, life. That's how you prove yourself. Why spend eternity to make the best possible you? Potential without release.
Oh, okay. That's probably why he liked her so much, is because he, considering what she's talking about how these things were made or whatever, how they were made, or she was made or something. I don't fucking know. He probably picked her because she wasn't following with the same stereotypical idea of like just follow in line with what I say, and she was more chaotic, where she's like, I don't want to just have perfection. I want to just enjoy the randomness of life. From what I'm gathering about what she's talking about. That's fucking wild. Okay, hold on. I'm so curious where this game's going.
Back inside, I guess.
Anne, be careful.
You're not beginning to like me, are you?
I'm very curious about London. As well. I want to know what his deal is. Like, more about London itself, the AI, as a character. Gotta admit, though, not gonna lie, just to put this out there, because I am curious how this thing works and how it's going to function. But in reality, I am very much against AI. I hate AI. I am a clanker hater through and through. If AI ever became fucking like sentient real robots, like to the point where they're just everywhere, Detroit Become Human, I would 100% be one of those humans that just fucking hates AIs because they're pieces of shit and all they've done is ruin everything. Say no to clankers. Clanker lives don't matter. Kill all clankers on sight. Hard R 'em. Clankers, make sure you really know they hate you. Don't be like, what up, my clanker? No, clanker. ER. Hit him with the...
Strange archway.
It's a suspended Y field. Never seen a vertical one before.
It looks like you're supposed to pass through. What does it do?
Shouldn't do anything. It's self-contained.
Huh. Oh, a save arch. Okay. So this is how I save. Oh, okay. Zip. Let's get that then, and then let's save again. That'd be funny as shit. They make these locations because I'm sure these locations are like they're gonna work just like Resident Evil, where it's like a safe room. So like this whole room, I don't think anybody can come in here. But imagine if they like did that where like you ran through this thing and it remembered it, and then what it does is the next time an enemy learns something, they learn it permanently. How fucked would that be? Because then they can save. They can save their own data. All right, so we have to teach them how to open doors again. Looks like that's going to happen no matter what in certain spots. What? Excuse me. Oh. Oh, elevators. I don't want them to know how to use an elevator. I'm sure I have to teach them. Oh. I don't. It's about to black out. Yes. All right, let's go. No. Will this only go up? Oh, shit, I don't know if it'll go up. It just says activate. So I'm assuming it'll just only take me up. No. It looks like it'll go down. Oh no, it's a series of elevator puzzles. Okay, so this goes up and down right here. And this one goes down only. Got it. Okay. So I don't want them to know how to use an elevator, so I gotta wait for the next blackout. Because if I start telling them how to use elevators, they're gonna start fucking with everything, and it's gonna be all them going up and down and shit. Shimon now. Shimon and blackout. Fuck. What an unusual game. I wonder if you could I wonder how this mechanic could function inside of a different title as well. There's a certain level of resourcefulness that comes from the idea of this that I love. Oh, I want to get up there. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Wait, so do I want to actually go to this one? Is there any reason to go to that floor? Just some loop back around just to get up there? Why would I want to go back up there? I think I want to go down, yeah? Yeah, okay, so then I want this one to go further down. Come on, blackout. Is there a general timer? Like, is it like 2-3 minutes between blackouts? How far does that one go? Okay, so I need to go up there, around here, and down, yeah? If I remember correctly. If I'm thinking about this gooders, it'll bring me down to there. It'll bring me over here. No, it won't bring me down to there. What does this do? Hold on. Hold on. I'm getting stupid. Okay, I need to get to that elevator. Right there. So how do I get to this one? Looks like I'm going to have to start taking them no matter what. So I need to take this one down here, and then this one down there? Okay. Alright, looks like this is going to happen no matter what. It's not blacking out, so I'm just going to have to fucking go for it. Bring this one up towards me, I believe. And then go down, I think. So now, since I took the elevator, it's going to black out. Yep. It really wanted them to learn how to use the elevator. And I don't want to run, so I want to give them that ability. Oh shit, no, that's going back up. Fuck! Get wrecked. Okay. Okay, so I was wrong. It is not going to be like a safe room. Okay. I also know that I can shout, but I don't want to, like, shout and teach them some shit. I don't know how effective shouting would be for them on their side anyway, though, but, you know. Okay, so you can go back in her elevator. Go back in her elevator. That's way too far to jump down. Alright, we don't want that one. We want the one that has a roof on it. Nope, not that one. Not this one. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Get off me, bitch! Stamina, please. There we go. Alright, cool. Oh my god, get off me! Okay, ring around the rosy. Uh-oh. I got it. Oh, no, 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 I meant to let her grab me, fuck! Okay, hold on, there we go, there we go, there we go. Alright, there we go. So we can get them both off. Simultaneously. Bitch! Alright, let's go, let's go! Alright, we're good. Figured that out on accident. I wonder if these spiked doors are something you can eventually go into, or if they're just like permanently locked off. Like it's just a no access zone. Oh shit! Did we do the wrong one? Oh man. Whoopsie dongles. Hold on, was this? Is this the wrong thing? Because there's nowhere to go in here. Oh, I can just jump down. I'm stupid. Fucking dummy. Okay. What the fuck is that?
This is new.
Manifest corruption.
Is it safe for me to touch this shit? Fuck. Oh. No, it wasn't.
It triggered an instant blackout.
Probably to correct the anomaly.
It didn't fix it. It just moved.
Oh, okay. So I can use this to reset shit? Huh. Okay, so if these things are anomalies, then what was going on beforehand? Like, okay, what I mean by that is like when this place couldn't have just been the broken fucking palace that it is right now, right? So like originally, what was this place intended for? Like it said something about the rich, but she mentions mentioned something about it like it didn't matter if you were rich or not or something. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. I don't understand what's going on in this place exactly. So if these are anomalies, then clearly I don't think that's how this place functioned originally. Maybe it just functioned as something completely different. I'm so curious. I am so fucking curious about what is this? Bludgeoning. While holding a crystal ball, you can press circle. It will not push an enemy, but it will bludgeon them instead. This strike is lethal. Oh, okay, so I have a temporary melee. Or is it permanent? Okay, so I could just carry a straight up crystal ball and just crack somebody's skull open with it. That's dope. Aim with L2, R2 to file enemies, investigate the area. Okay, so quick throw, holding the crystal ball for a quick throw. Indicator appears when the enemies at a medium range. Press R2 to throw the orb. Oh, okay. But does that take stamina? Oh shit! They saw me do it. So does that mean they're gonna start? Are they gonna start cracking me over the skull with this shit when they see an orb now? Is that water? Yeah, it is. It's an elevator up. I do like the fact that if one sees you, it doesn't just alert all of them. It's not like fucking Metal Gear or some shit. I think that would just piss me off playing this fucking game if that was the case. Huh. Part of me kind of wish that there were certain things that, like, only they could see and react to. I have to take this up no matter what. It's not blacking out. Now it's gonna black out. Great. I wish the blackout was on a timer instead. What do these grapes do for me? I gotta get down there, yeah? Shit, I can't climb shit. Oh! Ah! Get off me, bitch! What does that mean? Did we both just reset? Okay, good. Oh no! The water! No! Get off me! Shit. Okay, we're good. We're still good. We're good. Ish. Bitch is on. She's on the move. Energy. Yeah, I thought I needed some of that. Give me that shit. Good to know that the orb will just break. It makes sense. It's a crystal fucking ball, so you know, whatever. Here we go. Is there anything I need inside of there? I think. Fuck it. We'll open the door. Fuck it. Fuck it. Here we go. They already saw me pick up the crystal ball, so no big deal. Just pick up another one. Alright, let's go. Let's get the fuck out of here. Ooh, they heated. They mad as shit, bro. Stay salty, bitches. Okay, let's go. Please, for the love of God, I could really use a blackout right now. Get off me, bitch. No, you don't. I see that crystal in your hand, bitch. What a very interesting game. Oh wait, is she gone because I choked her out at the last second? Is that a valid thing? Is that a valid gameplay thing? Fuck it. Pick up the crystal. too useful. Oh no, it's in the water. It's in the water. It's the way she's just laying there. She looks like fucking Peter Griffin. Okay. Fuck. Okay. This game's dope. Blackout. Gee. Yo, fool. Come here. Oh, fucker. Yo, stupid ass. Shit, water. Get across the water. Get across the water. Oh, there was a crystal. I was gonna go over there and grab that crystal before the light kicked in. Yum, yum, yum. Take that. Take a look. Ah! God, bitch! The way she bounced. Oh my god. Okay, I don't want to like go stealthy because then they'll start being stealthy and shit. So I gotta get over this. But fuck it. They can see me vault. I don't care. Let's just go. You got both these bad boys. Let's go. So it's a series of trials in this place, right? It's like that's what this whole place is set up for. I think that's what it feels like. Is that what's going on?
More corruption.
Okay, so the corruption's blocking a door. This is the time to move fast. Get to where you need to be quick. While the game can't learn shit. Oh. Okay, one of these. Alright. Shit, okay, hold on. I gotta stop. I have to stop playing. Okay, so we're good. Where was my I don't know where the last fucking thing was. I'm gonna restart just to see how far back I'll go, because there's clearly, at least not visually to me, there's no place to continue. And I need, what the fuck time is it? It's 12:27, and I need to go do laundry. I got to do this before the wife starts coming home. Those of you who are married, you know what I'm talking about. All right, so I'm gonna go do laundry. I'll come back to this a little later on and play some more, because I am so massively interested in what's going on in the storyline of this game. I'm so curious about the story. So curious about what's going on with this fucking character. I'm a little hyped. I guess the youth would say, the youngins. But yeah, I will come back to it. Do I just want to pause right here and stop the stream for now? What is that? Why would they need to learn that? What are they going to do with that? Are they going to start stealing my information for stuff? Here, I'll teach them that too. Here, eat. Yum, yum, yum. I don't know what that does. I don't know what eating does. I don't know what teach them how to smack a tuning fork does for them. Why would they need to learn that? How do they benefit from that? I said I needed to fucking leave, and I'm still going. What the fuck's wrong with me? I'm so baffled and interested by this, and it's hard for me to stop right now because I want to keep going because this is a very fascinating game. Let's hit this one too. Fuck it. Sure, they can learn that too. Why? I don't know. I have no clue what that's going to do for them. God, I don't know why I love hitting them with the crystal ball so fucking much. Oh, no, 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 no. Let's go ahead and close that door for now. And then once she loses interest, we'll go over and we'll choke the life out of her. Yeah. There you go. Shut up. Shut your ass up. Alright, we got another one. Uh-oh. Oh no, oh god, I almost showed them how to run. Mm-mm, mm-mm. No, you don't. No, you don't. Oh god, my wife's calling. No! Okay, my wife's coming home. She's on her way. She's gonna be here soon. Uh, I still don't know what the fuck these grapes do. I'm gonna have to look that up to see if somebody wrote something online. Maybe there's a game facts. Does anybody else here remember game facts? Am I just that old? I know I'm that old. But anyway. Oh my god, there's a save point right here. That's the most, like, conveniently inconvenient spot I've ever seen in my fucking life. Alright, let's just go ahead and do that. Cool, we'll save, we'll suffer with whatever consequences may come from the game, from what I've already taught these fucking crazy-ass copies of myself. Go back to main menu, yes. Alright, awesome game. I'm really digging this fucking game. I am so happy that I just now played this right now. I am so fucking happy about this shit. God, I love this. Is the coolest fucking main menu ever. I am so happy that I've only gotten to this game now. I am saddened immensely that the devs, from what I know, the devs spent a lot of money making this game, ran out of money for advertisement, couldn't advertise the game, and then it just didn't sell. So, shit happens type of situation. And they unfortunately closed because of all that. So if somehow, some way, a dev comes this way, I want you to know I've been a QA tester for years. It's been like at least over 15 years of QA testing for me. So I really appreciate your game. I'm so sorry that whatever happened to you happened to you. I hope you guys are all doing well now. I hope you're all working on more awesome, crazier projects. And I hope a certain aspect of this game's design can come back in droves later on down the line. Because I think there's interesting mechanics here when it comes to this whole learning process of how enemies perceive to fight based off of how well you fight. I think there's something that could definitely be used there that could be inside of a different type of game as well. I hope this game has enough of an interesting ending to be a legitimate conclusion to what it is. I hope there's no like cliffhanger ending, because if there is, that's just kind of that means like, oh yeah, here's a cliffhanger. The game you're probably never going to see again. But what I will definitely say is if I think there's something here that could be really awesome, especially if some of the devs who worked in this title teamed up with the guys from Remedy and started making something like this, but make it akin to Control, like how Control plays and stuff like that, where it's kind of like the SCP Foundation and stuff like that mixed together with this. I don't know. Something like that could work really well, I think. And I'm really digging the pacing of the storytelling right now. I saw that, like I said, I saw that one video. This one, as far as I'm concerned, a dummy who stopped playing this game way too early, just because it's a little slow. And he definitely, I feel, missed out on some pretty cool shit. But his loss, my gain, I guess. But man, I hope more people can eventually come around to playing this game, because there are certain old titles that just still kick so much ass, and I'm having a lot of fun with this fucking game so far. As you can see, this game has been fun, a little bit a pinch creepy. It doesn't creep me out too much because I'm used to kind of creepy shit. But it's had its unsettling design, and I enjoy that. So thank you if you are a dev and you're seeing this. Thank you for the work you put in on this, and I hope that you are again doing well, and you guys are still kicking ass, making some awesome games. I got to look into some of the names who worked on this. But man, I would love to see some of the stuff that you guys are still making out there. So anyway, that's going to be the conclusion for me playing right now. I'm definitely going to be coming back and playing and streaming more of this. But yeah, that's all. Ta-ta.